Hey guys, welcome to another video. Just apologize first off for the crappy lighting and the crappy video and audio quality and whatever else may be crap. That aside, let's jump into it. Today we're looking at the Honey Badger HB1024. So this guy here cost me the equivalent of about $50 US. I've already looked around. You can find it for about 35 US plus shipping. Maybe a little bit under that. I didn't look very hard. Yeah, now before we look at the actual knife, I just want to point out how nice the packaging is. So obviously you get fucking do not eat. You get your warranty card, and they were kind enough to include a wee tool for adjusting your clip if you want to move it to left or right side or whatever. Plus, it's just much nicer packaging than what you normally get, even from Benchmade and Spyderco. You just get the wee boxes. So this was quite a nice change of pace. So now looking at the actual knife, let's start off with the size, and I've got here a rat to compare it to. You can see a bit better on my head, but very similar in size. Even opened up, they are, yeah, your rat 2 is just a little bit bigger in the blade there, but otherwise quite similar, and the weight's very similar as well. This one's a tiny bit lighter, it's 2.5 ounces, and this one's 2.75 ounces, so a little bit lighter. That's cool. Looking at the blade, so it's a full flat grind with a satin finish, and of course a nice drop point blade style. So manual open and close. Opens up with the flipper. You've also got like the thumb hole there if you like, but the flipper is just much easier, much more convenient, and it locks in place with the liner lock, which is good. It's nice and easy to get to there. Yeah, and the materials used. So we've got a 8CR13 MOV blade, and we've got FRN, so plastic, basically, there for the scales. You did have some other options for colour for the scales. You had, aside from blue, there's black, tan, and green, I believe. I just went for blue because I figured I'd get something that's not black for a change, so that's all, but I do quite like it. And last thing here, the pocket clip. So two-way reversible deep carry, so left or right side, but tip up carry only, but that's okay. So now actually reviewing it, and starting off with the aesthetics, I like the design of this knife. It's just simple and functional, and it looks great. I'm starting to quite like the blue on the scales. Didn't really like it at first. I only got it because I wanted to get a knife that doesn't have black handles, because that seems to be a running theme with me. But I do like it. Super ergonomic as well. Like it's got this really great choil up there, and there's jimping on everything. Like on the choil, there's jimping there, jimping on the lock, up the spine of the knife, on the flipper, on both sides of the flipper tab. So yeah, that's just great. And there's a little bit of clip dig when you're holding it, but you know, that's to be expected. You can't really get away from that. And it's quite grippy as well. The scale's not as grippy as like milled G10 or anything, but it's okay. It's not bad at all. Yeah, that pocket clip definitely needs to break in. Do like that it's deep carry though. Deep carry is always a plus. And two-way reversible for tip up. That's fine. I like right side tip up. Works for me just fine, but I like having options. one of the things I like with the Rat 2 is that it's four-way reversible. I haven't changed it. I've left it tip down because that's what works for me with knives with thumb studs. But again, I like having options. But that's just me. Alright, so it's time to test the edge. It shouldn't be hard for them to get a good edge on this blade. You know, it's ACR 13, it's not hard to sharpen at all. It's not hard to get a good edge on this, but let's see. Okay, that's almost perfect. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of a hitch there. A little bit of a burr or something. Yeah, right about there. Little burr, but otherwise, oh, maybe, yeah, at the very, very bottom, like right at the bottom there, it's not as well sharpened, and right up there as well. But otherwise, that's perfect. You could, honestly, you could fix that in a matter of minutes, not even. Otherwise, it's a very well finished blade. I'm quite happy with that. Not happy with the blade steel. I'm not sure anyone's super fond of ACR 13 MOV. There are so many better options out there, but for $35, what you can find this thing for, I don't think it's an unreasonable steal. Not a great steal, but you get what you pay for. And I guess if you look at it like that, I really can't complain, can I? Another thing to note, the action's great. Really solid, super easy to open and close. One-handed, it doesn't matter if you're using the flipper. You can use the thumb hole. You can middle flick it. Yeah, it's just great action, super easy to deploy, and real easy to shut as well. So there's no blade play at all. That's great. Lock up. There's a full lock up, and yeah, the lock hasn't moved at all. That's not going anywhere. That's super secure, so that's good. Oh, there's a tiny nick on the top of the scale there that you can't see because my camera sucks ass, but it's there, and that exists. Not gonna fault it for that though. You know, don't really care. Yeah. Otherwise, the fit and finish of this thing is pretty good. Yeah. The centering is just about perfect. Again, camera sucks, so you can't see that, and there's no rough edges where they shouldn't be. Like the inside of this thumb hole thing is rounded off and smoothed over. So that's great. So that's, yeah, overall pretty good in terms of fit and finish. So something I've just realized, a majority of this handle is plastic, meaning it's not going to be as tough as other knives that have full steel liners. Now it does still have a steel frame in there, of course, but it's just not going to be as durable as, say, your Ontario Rat 2, which has that full steel liner there. It's got the barrel spacers as well, so this thing's going to be quite tough. Still just an EDC knife, but still very tough. And same deal with the P801 that I've reviewed already. That's all steel, so that's going to be quite tough. It's just, yeah, this thing, well, still durable. Like, you can squeeze these handles and there's not a lot of flex. You can see a decent bit there, but it'll still hold up on day-to-day stuff. Definitely, you know, at $35, that's not a deal breaker, but it's still something worth noting. So after all that, my final opinion on this guy is, this is a good knife. It is a good quality, budget-friendly, functional EDC folder. There's really not that much more to it than that. Sure, it has its flaws, like those handles being a little bit weak, and their choice of blade steel HCR13 MOV, but for $35, this is, it's a solid choice. I can definitely recommend it. I'll definitely be carrying it myself. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I did. I had fun making this. I'm just finishing up now at 2 in the morning. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep making these. I know no one watches them, but I don't care. I'm having fun. Gonna do one of these guys next. Spyderco Resilience or Benchmade Mini Griptilian. If there's one you want me to look at first, just let me know in the comments, but I'll definitely get around to doing both of them. Don't know when, but yeah, keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Yeah, again, thanks so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe if you want, leave a comment if you really want. Bye-bye.